on Community Hotline.
Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Hi, and welcome to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. And tonight we have a full show. We're going to start out talking with the executive director of the Hollywood Theater and a local filmmaker. With us tonight we have Doug White. Thank you for being here, Doug.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. And Josh London. Thanks for being here. So, Doug, you are the executive director, and how long have you been with the Hollywood Theater now?
About 6 years.
About 6 years, okay. And it's undergone so many changes throughout the years. Tell people that maybe aren't familiar, maybe they're just new to the area, just a little bit of history of the Hollywood Theater, if you could.
You bet. Yeah, it was built in 1926. It's a historic movie palace. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. So we currently have 3 screens, and we show everything from first-run films to a lot of different special events like Kung Fu Theater or Heckle Vision, a lot of unique events.
Yeah, you have some really fun things that go on there, things that really involve the community. And I've been to quite a few screenings of different films there from local filmmakers or from different film festivals, and it's a fun place to be. It's very well recognized. It's probably one of the most recognized places in all of Portland, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean the facade, it's so beautiful. Yeah. I mean, and it's the Hollywood neighborhood actually takes its name from the theater, so it's it's been around for forever. Yeah, the theater came first, and so we've tried to build on that reputation that people have loved it for over 90 years. Yeah. So it is true that movie going is basically down across the country in general for like big Hollywood films, but we've been getting more and more audience as we're trying to fix up the building and engage them with special events and make going to films feel more like an event again. Right.
It was run down there for a while. You've done a lot of renovation and remodeling.
Yeah, it was. People were not coming because we had uncomfortable seats. It was cold. So yeah, we have new seats. We've painted the place. We have a new marquee. We have new projection and sound, including 70 millimeter, which is the only venue in Oregon to be able to do 70 millimeter film. Yeah.
Wow. When I was 10 years old, my mom told me I could invite 10 friends over for a party, and what did I want to do? And we went to the Hollywood Theater and watched a movie. I had the whole row with my parents and the kids.
Tons of people with stories like that, that have been coming for years. And I used to run into people that were like, "Oh, that place is great. Is it still open?" We're like, "Yeah, we're open.
It's open, bigger and better than ever."
Yeah. So now people are figuring that out and coming to check us out.
Yeah, it's exciting. So, and one of the reasons I really wanted to have you here was to talk about the new addition to the Hollywood Theater, or that, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not an annex. It's another location, which is in the Portland Airport, which is a really big deal. And you have a film actually playing there now, don't you, Josh? Yeah. I want to talk to you about that a little bit more, but perhaps we could just show the rolling. You brought some video of that when it was opening up. Maybe we can show that now.
There was a great trailer that was made by Blue Chalk Media. They did it for us pro bono, and because we're a nonprofit organization as well. So they made a great little trailer for us, and if we want to watch that, that would be great.
Let's take a look at that now.
My name is Doug White. I'm the executive director of the Hollywood Theater, the 3-screen nonprofit historic movie palace in Northeast Portland. The Hollywood Theater decided to partner with the Portland International Airport and create a cinema at the airport. Travelers will get a chance to see about an hour's worth of short films, 10 minutes or less, by local Oregon filmmakers. It's taken a large number of partners to be able to make this happen, starting with the Port of Portland,
The Hollywood Theater came to us a couple years ago, and we thought it was a great fit. Art is an integral part of the passenger experience to give people a sense of place, a sense of calm, as they're going through kind of an otherwise stressful experience.
The Testio Studio are the architects with the great design of the theater space by Erskine Group.
This is a true state-of-the-art theater, so it has everything that major cinema would have, just in a very compact space.
And we have Triad Speakers, a local company here in Portland, along with Cedia and the Erskine Group have donated a projection and sound system that's worth over $200,000, including an amazing Barco projector.
When I learned about the Hollywood PDX project, I just said, I'm in. It highlights the best of what Oregon does with the arts and the arts community, and that's what we're all about here at Triad.
Here we go. Security signs, created the marquee.
It's a replica of the marquee we built on Sandy. The overall width of the sign's close to 30 feet wide. It's about 4 feet deep, 4 feet tall. It'll be the biggest sign in the airport. Got lots of neon on it, lots of lights. So it'll definitely be a work of art.
So finally to see it becoming a reality and see this beautiful, huge marquee being wheeled through the airport. You know, a lot of us got goosebumps. You know, how cool is it being here in this moment? It's really surreal that part of my career would take me to opening a movie theater in an airport. To everybody who helped with this project, so thank you. It's all about the mission and it's not about dollars and cents. So we are not charging anybody to come into the cinema.
It provides regional and local filmmakers with a destination for their work. It's this unique opportunity to grab eyeballs that you'd never otherwise have a chance to grab and communicate who we are as Oregonians, who we are as Portlanders.
We want to leave the folks that are leaving here with a lasting impression of what Portland actually is. Hopefully they see a film that makes them laugh. We hope that they see a film that makes them think. We hope that they see a film that gives them a positive flavor of the state or the city while they're here on their visit.
3, 2, 1.
It used to be that people would take photos of their feet on the Portland airport carpet. We're hoping now they'll take photos of themselves in front of the Hollywood marquee.
That's a huge production getting that into the airport, but what a great addition to the airport, which is already a pretty cool airport, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we approached them. We're like, if any airport would consider it, would probably be, you know, the PDX. So right. Yeah, I mean, they were pretty open to it from the beginning, and so yeah, it's really exciting to be there. So because this is something that's fairly new. I mean, you don't see that at every airport in the country. I assume that you'll probably be copied. There'll be other airports that are going to want to do the same thing, I would imagine. Yeah, it's already starting to happen too.
Has it?
Yeah, the Belcourt Theater in Nashville has already contacted me to get some advice, and they approached their airport, which has already taken an interest. So apparently they're doing a big expansion there, so they're going to include them in that expansion. So
it'll make traveling so much nicer.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I'd love to be able to have every airport have a movie theater.
Right, so. Right. Now, Josh, you have a movie that's actually playing here. It's a short film.
Yes.
And you're actually one of our volunteers here at MetroEast. You've done some work for us, some behind-the-scenes video, and this particular film, however, Modern Dark, was a collaboration with some people from MetroEast here. And so tell me a little bit about that. How did you happen to get this into the PDX Hollywood Theater?
I had met Marty Jones, your CEO, at a film festival, and we just started talking, and he told me about MetroEast, and I had a project that I wanted to do, and so I contacted him about borrowing some gear to make it a little bit more affordable. And that was Modern Dark. And then I think I just submitted through the normal channel at the Hollywood because it was like...
He's also a volunteer at the Hollywood, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere, and he's a talented guy who does a lot of great things for us, too. So we knew him, but that didn't mean we were going to accept his film, so I was happy when we liked it.
You still had to pass the test. And it's kind of rigorous standards, isn't it, to get the film accepted, isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, we're only showing an hour's worth of short films every quarter, so there's not a lot of room, but it's also has some specific, parameters that the port have. It needs to be G-rated. It has to be by an Oregon filmmaker in under 10 minutes. So his film fit all of those things, and it's really wonderful too. So
great. Well, that's really exciting. So what does that mean to you to have that showing? There's a flyer or a poster from the actual film. What does that do for you to have it playing there as opposed to just playing in film festivals and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, typically with films, that the sort of the game is you make the film, you send it to festivals, and you just wait to see what happens with it.
Right.
Which is nice. That's a nice thing to have. But with the Hollywood, has been such a unique experience. Like having it in the airport, having so many eyes on it, having so many different people coming in and out, and I've gotten so many really nice emails from just strangers who saw it at the airport, saw my website on the film, and contacted me to just say, hey, I saw your movie in an airport and I like it. And that means the world to me. I think that's so great.
That's great. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I know this has been playing in film festivals. I know your film was featured in the Portland Monthly magazine. Was that it? Or
that was part of this, actually.
Yeah, it was part of this?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, at the Hollywood PDX, it gets such a cross-section of people that would normally maybe never ever see it. So that's a really cool thing. So if people are interested in submitting, they just need to go to the website and they can get more information about it.
Yeah, so on our website at the top there's an airport button basically, and you can click there and it'll tell you how to submit. It's also just on Film Freeway, which is kind of a typical film submission platform. You just search for Hollywood Theater at PDX and it should pop up. Like I said, we're reviewing films and changing it out every quarter. So we do have, every 3 months we're changing it out.
Will it always be a 1 hour loop?
Yeah, that seems to be working. I mean, it's all new, so it's kind of an experiment. And that was the thought. Is number one, we wanted short films, so people, number one, would mix it up between different genres, but also allow people to just pop in for a few minutes and leave and be able to. Yeah, they might have 20 minutes, they might have 10, they might have 40. And so right now, it seems to be working. That seems to be a good length. We also don't want people sitting in there for hours either. So if we had a 3-hour program, you might have the same people in there for 3 hours.
Good point. Hey, I don't need to go get a hotel. I'll just stay here and watch movies.
We were afraid of people sleeping in there. But it's been great. I mean, people they bring their lunch in or whatever, and
so you can eat in there.
Yeah, you can bring. It's free to come in, but you can also bring food and drink in. So
that's wonderful. That's
we're trying to get beer in there, but that hasn't happened yet.
We have a trailer from Modern Dark, and I think we should take a look at that now, so people can kind of get a feel of the kinds of things they can see at the theater. So let's take a look at that. That's great. I have to say, I do like the film a lot, and I have to mention that handsome young man there is the son of our CEO. It is. Martin Jones, that's Trevor Jones.
Nepotism.
Yeah. Nothing better. But it must have been exciting for him too to be involved with that. So do you anticipate making more local films that maybe could be submitted to?
They have to be, appropriate for the airport, my films are often not appropriate for the airport. But if I make anything that I feel like would fit, I'm immediately going to send it over.
I think it's a great video. So working with the Port of Portland was a good experience. Obviously, you had a lot of other really good partners too.
Yeah.
Any other changes? You see big things? I mean, this was a huge thing, and I think it's really cool for Portland to have this. I know what I want to mention. It's free.
Yes.
It's free, which is
it's totally free.
I think they probably mentioned that in the
we're a nonprofit, so people are always like, well, how can you do this then? So we got grant funding from Oregon Community Foundation, from Oregon Arts Commission, and a lot of different funders, Travel Oregon, to help us pay for it. And going forward, we'll probably be looking for more grant funding to keep it going, as well as to actually commission some work as well.
And I think the fact that it is it's going to be a really popular thing. In fact, how has the response been so far? You've had it open, what, 2 months now?
Yeah, it's been a few months, and it's consistently crowded in there, and yeah, the amount of feedback that we're getting is pretty amazing from people contacting us. We also created a new way when people become members that they can say they heard about us at the airport, and we're already seeing an uptick in membership from people who like discover us when they're at the airport. So things like that is part of the idea behind it too, is hopefully drive more people to the theater on Sandy as well.
Yeah. Well, so it really is a win-win for everybody. I mean, it's a great deal. Yeah, I was really impressed when I read, first heard about it, and then it was free, and it's not available for people to just come to from outside. You have to be a traveler.
Yeah, it is post-security.
Yeah,
so
you have to have a
I don't think anybody would
fly.
go to it if it was before security, because everyone just wants to get through now. So
unless they just need a place to sleep,
Yeah,
I tell people if they want to see the film, just buy a ticket to Seattle, and then they can.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And I do want to mention how great the projection and sound system is. It's not just, I mean, our first idea was pretty modest of what we were going to be able to afford, but a local company, Triad Speakers, donated a $50,000 sound system. We got like a $50,000 Barco projector donated, so it's all like top of the line, surround
That's
sound,
great.
like beautiful picture and sound. So
I just want to go somewhere now just to go in and check it out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're out of time. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here, and I'm looking forward to my first adventure in watching the films there. So thank you, and good luck to you and your future as a filmmaker.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
And don't go away. We have lots of Community Hotline coming up next, so we'll be right back.
Made possible with generous support by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready camera 1.
What is it about this place that makes so many
people
come together?
Ready camera 2.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready camera 3. Take 3.
To be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.
Wearing clothes, you got me.